So this is a bonus week of the Pranayama series we've been doing, and we've been slowly making our way through the 8 limbs of yoga since the beginning of the year. And this is one of my favorite series to teach. I've done it once before, like years and years ago, because one, it takes a while, and we get to really dig into each concept around classical yoga. Um, and then second, we get to like kind of piece it out a little bit and like really spend time with like the individual components. And so I had planned on doing 3 weeks on pranayama, but I got really inspired, not this past week, but the week beforehand around a sequence that I didn't plan on teaching, and we're going to do it tonight. And so if you got the email, it's something along the lines of balancing prana. I had a hard time actually articulating how we're going to, or putting down didactically how we're going to do this um, series. But the basic idea is that we're going to slowly start to extend the breath itself while we're moving through postures. So for example, we might move from one posture to another posture, like on the count of two. And then we'll do that for a couple of rounds. And then the next time we'll do that on the count of four. So the movement itself has to slow down along with the breath, which takes a lot of physical control in our bodies, like to move from posture to posture, but it takes a lot of breath control. And I'll give you the grace that all of these are offerings. If for some reason I ask you to breathe for a specific amount of time and it makes you feel anxious or out of breath or panicky or angry, just don't worry about doing it. All right. So some of the ratios we'll work with are like inhale for the count of two, exhale for the count of two, and we'll go all the way up to in some postures to inhale for the count of 10 and exhale for the count of 10. And 10 is a hard one to get to, and some of you in the room will be able to do it, some of you won't. And so what I would ask is that wherever it starts to feel like a rub, go back to the previous version that where you felt okay. So if it was the count of 8 that felt great, go with the count of 8. And I'll mention all of this while we are doing the sequence. And so when we can learn how to control the breath like this, it helps us to regulate our nervous systems. We can regulate the flow of prana in our bodies. We can calm the mind, which is really, really important when we get into the next 4 limbs of yoga, which we're only on the fourth one here. We get to the next 4 limbs. Controlling the mind is very important. And one thing that one of my teachers, Rod Stryker, mentions is that there's kind of 2 ways to enlightenment. One is to control the mind, to control prana, or to control prana, to control the mind. Now, just a little spoiler here, controlling prana is easier than controlling the mind. So when we can actually use the breath to regulate everything that's happening in our entire system, the mind just follows suit. If you read the book, there's a quote in there that says that the mind is the master of the body, but the breath is the master of the mind. So anytime you find your mind moving quickly or you're losing place or you're just feeling a little frenetic, if you learn how to control your breath like we've been doing the last few weeks, we can help to regulate that as well. Um, I think that's all I'll say. I think that's all I'll say. We're just going to make it be experiential from here. I guess one thing that I'll mention is that if you did not attend last week, which it's fine if you didn't, I recommend going back and watching that one and practicing that one. We've worked with a specific type of technique or idea of pranayama that's pretty important when it comes to controlling the mind. So we might bring some of that back in tonight, but just letting you know, if you're curious about this more, last week's class was kind of a punctuation mark on that. All right, good to see all of you. Let's go ahead and sit comfortably. Relax your shoulders down your back. Feel the crown of the head lift and take a few deep breaths in and out as you allow your eyes to close. You might just start by being aware of what's happening in this system. Maybe there's some residue of what you were doing or thinking or projecting around before you got here. Maybe there's some anticipation for something that might be beyond this moment. Maybe there's a mental, emotional quality to your current state. It's Monday. Maybe you came in with a case of the Mondays. All of that's fine. We're just having a moment of awareness of where we're starting from this evening. That acceptance of where you're at in this moment is so important because it's really the only starting point you can have is where you're at right now. So by acknowledging that, by accepting that, we can then step toward our practice. The first part of our practice will be Samavritti Pranayama, or the even breath. So we'll inhale for a certain length of time and exhale for an equal length of time. You could also do this by counting the breath, inhale for a certain number of counts, and exhaling for an equal number of counts. And a count is whatever you use for internal measurement. An estimated second, the sound of a syllable or word. Just do your breath, your best, inhaling for a certain number of counts and exhaling for an equal number of counts. Inhaling for a certain number of counts. Exhaling for an equal number of counts. This breath helping to pull the mind out of orbit, start to balance it, to ground it. Indeed, this simple pranayama, this even breath, can be the start of mastering the mind. Inhaling for a certain number of counts. Exhaling for an equal number of counts for just a few more rounds. As you complete this next exhalation, relax the technique. Feel the breath adjust, maybe a bit calmer, mind and body, a bit more regulated. It's from this place that we will chant the sound Om 3 times. Deep breath in. Oh. 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 Bring your palms together, your heart, lower the chin. And to honor yourself as you are in this moment, body, breath, energy, state of mind. It's from this place within you that we'll practice tonight. Go ahead and move the palms together. And take your heated palms over your eyes. Brushing back over the top of the head, down your neck. Bringing yourself back to the space around you. We're going to begin on our backs tonight. So go ahead and move your props off to the side and come to lay down. All right, so we're going to start with some bridge rolls. So go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees. Feet are about hip width apart, and your arms are down by your sides. And we'll start with some arm movements. We'll add the hips in just a moment. With your next inhalation, please lift your arms all the way overhead, knuckles touching the floor above you. And then exhale, allow the arms to come back down. Let's do that again with just the arms. Inhale, lifting the fingertips toward the ceiling, then overhead. And then exhale back down again. One more time with just the arms. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good, let's add the hips this time. Lift the arms overhead, pick up the hips, press your pelvis toward the ceiling. And exhale, release the arms and hips down. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, arms and hips lift. And exhale down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Warming up the back. Exhale down. Good. One more time for now. Lift the arms overhead, pick up the hips. And exhale, release the arms and hips on down. Now take an adjusting breath. And I'd like you to establish a 2-to-2 breath. So it's Samavriti, it's the even breath. But you're inhaling for the count of 2, 1, 2, and exhaling for the count of 2, 1, 2, and then establish that for a couple of more rounds, inhaling for the count of 2 and exhaling for the count of 2. Good. Now we're going to blend this pranayama, this 2-to-2 breath, with the movement of bridge pose. So you're going to inhale for the count of 2, lift the arms and hips up into position, and then exhale for the count of 2, release the arms and hips down. So it might be a quicker movement, but inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, and exhale, 1, 2. Stay down. Now let's extend the breath now to the count of 4. You can stay down for as you establish it, but inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4. Let's add the movement. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay down. Extend the breath to the count of 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's add the movement. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, lift, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Stay down. Take an adjusting breath if you need to. We're going to extend the breath just one more time and do your best with this. Again, if you can't reach the counts I'm asking for, go back to the previous exercise. So we're going to be inhaling and exhaling for the count of 8 now. And if that's too much, go back to the count of 6 or the count of 4, whatever felt most comfortable for you before. But with the hips down, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I got mixed up there for a second. We're going to add the movement with your next breath. Inhale, lift the hips slowly. You have to slow the movement down for this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple more times. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Allow the breath to adjust as it needs to. Good. All right. So still on our backs, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest and take your arms out to the side, making a T shape with the body. Good. And then snap the knees together, snap the ankles together. And they might slide around a little bit here, but try to keep them connected as much as possible. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, allow your knees to fall to your left side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, take the knees to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. Exhale to the right. And inhale back. And just keep going on your own. Exhaling to a side. Inhaling to center. And if you'd like to, you can turn the chin away from the knees. Just a little warm up for the core here. Also to help relieve any tension in the lower back from that bridge pose warm up. Just a couple more times from side to side. Take your time getting there, but the next time the knees come to center from the right, go ahead and hug them in. Good. And then go ahead and rock back to your shoulders and rock yourself up to a seat. All right. So the building of the breath as we did in bridge pose is something that we're going to continue to do. It won't take as much time setting it up because now we have it kind of built into our systems a little bit. So just so you know where we're going, go ahead and come onto hands and knees now. Table pose. And if you feel like you need a quick child's pose, go ahead and extend back. Good, and then come back up to hands and knees. And let's come into downward facing dog, lifting the hips. Now it is our first down dog of the evening. If you want to walk it out a bit, do so. Take some deep breaths as you do. Feeling length in those legs, feeling length in your spine. Just another breath or two here. Good, then come into stillness in downward facing dog. And I want you to reestablish that 2 to 2 breath. Inhale for the count of 2 and exhale for the count of 2. Inhale for the count of 2. Exhale for the count of 2. Now we're going to keep the breath in this rhythm, 2 to 2, as we move through Danda Kriya. So inhale for the count of 2, come into plank pose. Exhale for the count of 2, come into chaturanga, heart 1 inch from the floor. Then inhale for the count of 2, come into upward facing dog. Then exhale for the count of 2, downward facing dog. Let's do that a couple more times. Plank pose for the count of 2. Chaturanga for the count of 2, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog for the count of 2. And exhale, downward facing dog for the count of 2. One more time. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Good, let's extend to the count of 4. Inhale into plank pose for the count of 4. You gotta slow the movement down, come into chaturanga for the count of 4. Upward facing dog. And again, for the count of 4, downward facing dog. Good, again, plank pose. 2, 3, 4, chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, upward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, downward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, again, plank pose. 2, 3, 4, chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, upward facing. 2, 3, 4, downward facing. 2, 3, 4. Take an adjusting breath. We're now going to extend the breath to the count of 6, moving through Danda Kriya. Again, do your best. If you need to back up to the previous ratio, go ahead and do so. When you're ready, for the count of 6, come into plank pose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As much control as you can, chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Upward facing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Downward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plank pose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Upward facing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Downward facing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Plank. 3, 4, 5, 6. Chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Upward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Downward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Take an adjusting breath. We're all gonna have nice strong arms after this one. When you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into Uttanasana. Good. So a couple of options for Uttanasana here. First, let's everybody have your knees just a little soft, just a little bent. But you can hang your hands toward the floor. You could grab opposite elbows. And you can also interlace your fingers at your lower back and lift your arms off your back and overhead. Breathing into whichever version you pick tonight. Good. Now, if your hands aren't already on the floor, release them to the floor. Press palms to shins, come halfway up with an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back. Lift yourself all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good. Feeling sensations so far? One of my favorite effects of this sequence that we're doing is that as we slow down the breath, we slow down the movements of the mind, which is getting us closer to the goal of yoga. Aside from happiness and flexibility and all that, the true goal of yoga from the text where this comes from is the stilling of the restless fluctuations of the mind. And so to still it, you have to slow it down first. So this is getting us ready to sit in meditation. And at that point, we can bring the mind into a more still place. We're just starting to bring it down in for it. So we're going to continue to build the breath with movement. And we're going to use our forward fold sequence. So let's just get it in our bodies first and add the breath in just a moment. So standing tall, have the feet about hip distance apart, bring your palms to your heart. With your inhale, sweep the arms down and up, overhead. Then exhale, just swan dive, fold forward. Press palms to shins, come halfway up. Inhale, and exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back lift all the way up. And palms to the heart. Now let's do that with a 2-2 breath, okay? Inhaling for the count of 2, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward for the count of 2. Palms to shins for 2. And fold down for 2. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart for 2. Let's do that again, counts of 2. Inhale, lift. Fold. Halfway. Fold. All the way up. And palms to heart. Let's extend this to the count of 4. Sweep the arms down and up. 2, 3, 4. Fold. 2, 3, 4. Palms to shins. 2, 3, 4. Fold down. 2, 3, 4. All the way up. 2, 3, 4. Palms to the heart. 2, 3, 4. Again, down and up. 2, 3, 4. Fold forward. 2, 3, 4. Halfway up. 2, 3, 4. Fold down. 2, 3, 4. All the way up. 2, 3, 4. Palms to the heart. 2, 3, 4. Let's do the count of 6. Slow down the movement. 3, 4, 5, 6. Fold forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halfway up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fold down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Palms to the heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, arms down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fold forward, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fold down. 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Palms to the heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to extend the breath now to the count of 8. Inhale, sweep down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palms to shins. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold down slowly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms out to the side. Come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palms to the heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Arms down and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, fold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palms to shins. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palms to the heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Feel sensation. Notice what's going on in your body, your energetic state, your state of mind. All right, bringing your awareness on back. I don't know about you, but I can start to feel my mind completely slow down. Feels like there's just like less going on in there, or less noise, if you will, from thoughts or anxiety and stuff. It's a great way to regulate the nervous system. So we're going to practice a chair sequence. And yes, we're going to use this breath work we've been doing the entire time. And a couple of caveats. First, if you just really feel tired, you can come out of the pose. Second, if you have a block at home, you can use a block to support you here. If you don't have a block at home, then you're going to work a little harder than some other people, and that's fine too. If you have a block at home, you're just going to place it between your thighs, just above the knees. So when you sink down into chair pose, the knees stay apart, the feet stay apart, and you can squeeze the block with your thighs. This gives you a little bit more support from the base of the body and your pelvic floor, okay? But if you don't have that, it's still okay. You can still do it, all right? But if you have one, good for you. So if you're using a block, again, bring it between the thighs. I have it short ways going between. Feet are about hip distance apart. And just start by bringing the hands onto the hips. We'll get used to the pose first, and then we'll add the pranayama. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, sink down, keep the heart lifting. And then inhale, straighten the legs. We'll do that a couple more times. Exhale, sink down. Then inhale, straighten. One more time, in and out, sink down in, and then lift back out. Good. So go ahead and sink down in and stay. Bring palms to the heart. With a 2-count breath, take the arms forward and wide. And then exhale, sweep the arms forward and back to the heart. Again, counts of 2. Let's do that again. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Again, inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Let's make it 4. Inhale, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, reach forward, 3, and 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reach forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go try for 8, okay? Take them forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Whew, and relax. Great job. And again, it's okay if you aren't able to build up to the count of 8 yet. Again, you can always use the number we were using before. Okay, looking at my notes. We're gonna do a Warrior 1 exercise next. So please step to the top of your mat, whichever direction that is for you. And take your back or your right foot back and have it flat on the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees so that you can square the hips to point directly forward. Now we'll get the movement in our bodies and we'll add the breath. Arms by your sides. With your inhale, lift the arms and bend the left knee, sink down into Warrior 1. And then exhale, straighten the leg and release the arms on down. Let's do that again. Bend the knee, lift the arms, inhale. And exhale, come back out. Let's do it with a 2-2 breath, all right? Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. That's always the easiest one, huh? Lift back into the pose. Count of 2, and exhale, come out. Let's make it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Again, sinking in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Let's do it for the count of 6. Sinking in slowly as you inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again for the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's try for the count of 8. Sinking in, inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straighten the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowing this movement down one more time. And straighten the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Takes a lot of control, much more mindful movement than just flailing through postures. So let's try the other side. So go ahead and step the right foot forward and take the left foot back this time. I'm going to turn around, but you can keep facing the way you're facing. Just have the right foot forward, left foot back. Left foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forward slightly. And a slight inner rotation of the hips so that the hips point directly forward. Good. Now again, just to get the movement in our bodies. Inhale, lift the arms and bend the right knee. And exhale, straighten the leg, release the arms on down. Again, lift and release. Let's do this with a 2-2 breath now. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Again, inhale. Exhale. Let's extend to 4 now. Inhale, sink in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, straighten the leg, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, 2, 3, and 4. Let's extend to 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you can, let's make it 8. Slowly sinking in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale slowly, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time, sinking in, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're going to hear my counting in your sleep tonight. You're welcome for that one. So go ahead and turn the feet parallel. We'll do a symmetrical posture because we're about to do another asymmetrical one. We do a lot of asymmetrical stuff. I like to do something that is the entire body doing the same thing at the same time, just to feel a bit more balanced. So the feet are parallel. Just go ahead and slide the hands on the backs of the legs, fold over wide legs. Allow the knees to be slightly bent. And take a few deep breaths in and out. And just like when we had the legs together, the hands can be on the floor. You can do opposite elbows. You could interlace the fingers behind the back and lift the arms off the back. You can also have hands on ankles or shins. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then with your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And bring the palms together. Good. So we're going to come back into the warrior one stance on the first side. And so your left foot will be pointing forward. Your right foot will be back behind you. Again, the back foot is about 45 degrees, so you can roll the hips forward. Now for this one, if your left leg is forward, which it should be, you're going to bring that hand either onto your lower back or onto your side waist, okay? Whichever one feels a bit more steady for you. The right arm is going to come up into the air and it's going to stay up by the ear. Now, what this is not, it's not a nosedive. We're not doing one of these numbers. Nothing's happening in your body at that point. Instead, what you want to do is you want to feel some extension in the spine, keeping the arm up by the ear as you fold and reach forward. So it's like this. Reaching forward, the back is flat, and you fold down over the leg, or as far as you can comfortably. And the same thing when you come back up. You're not going to roll up the spine like that. But that's kind of cute, but don't do that one. Instead, you're going to reach with the hand, extend forward, and pull yourself up using the strength of your back. All right. So you guessed it, we're going to add this whole sequenced breath in here. But for now, let's just get the movement in our bodies. So again, hips squaring forward. Good. You bring your left hand onto your lower back or side waist, arm up by the ear. Take a deep breath in, feel length in your spine, and exhale, hinge at the hips. It's okay if the front knee is a little bit bent as you fold forward. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, fold all the way forward. And inhale, come all the way up. Now we're going to skip the 2-2 breath this time because we're going to go a bit further with extending the breath. So when you're ready, we're going to work with the count of 4. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward for the count of 4, 3, 4. Reverse that. Inhale, come back up. 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, fold. 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, come all the way up. 2, 3, and 4. Let's slow it down for 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, fold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming back up, inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowing it down again. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Challenge you more. Let's go for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Fold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do it. Come back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the right arm down. Take a moment, feel. Strengthening of the back from that one. Slowing down the breath as far as you could comfortably. And even though that was challenging, noticing the non-reactivity of your consciousness. And of course, that's a relative statement. Maybe it's just less reactive than before. And now we'll do the other side. So have your right foot forward, your left foot back. Back foot flat on the floor, squaring the hips to point directly forward. Now I know we've already done this on one side and it might have been difficult. If you find some trepidation or some resistance to wanting to do it on this side, just take a deep breath in and out. And just understand that there are asymmetries in our bodies. And while this will be challenging, and that's fine if it is, that it'll be different than it was before on the other side, because this side has all different tensions or non-tensions. So we want to approach it with a mindset of curiosity. See if you can bring that to yourself. And so the right foot is forward. The right hand is on the lower back or on the right hip. And lift the left arm up by the ear. Okay, so we'll do it twice just to get in our bodies without any breath control. Well, a little bit of control, but not that much. So take a deep breath in and exhale, hinge at the hips, fold down over the leg. And then reverse that. Keep the arm up by the ear as you lift yourself all the way back up. And again, exhale, folding down. It's okay if the right knee is a little bit bent here. And then inhale all the way back up, strong back. And then let's do it for 4. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale back up, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, fold, 2, 3, 4. Back up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fold for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slow it down to 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 10, fold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, fold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the left arm. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Good. Oh, always love that one. It's one of those ones that you love to hate, or hate to love, or whichever way you want to put it. So take the feet parallel again, feet nice and wide apart. We're going to come back into Prasarita, or wide leg forward fold. And I'd like us just do a quick twist here. So bring yourself up about halfway, looking at the floor, and bring your right hand underneath your chin. Now, if the floor is feeling far away, you could be on fingertips here. You can also bring a block, if you have that block from earlier, underneath your hand. All right? It kind of shows up on screen. Let me see if I can make it work. There we go. So right hand is on the block or on the floor underneath your chin, left arm out to the side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, sweep the left arm into the air, take the left shoulder back and twist. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, twist. One more time. And then exhale, twist in the pose. If you can, stay. Try to stack the shoulders. Taking the left shoulder back. Looking up if it's okay on your neck. If it's not, look forward or down. Good. Inhale, unwind. You can fold if you'd like to. And then we'll come up and do the other side. Bring yourself up halfway. Bring the hand underneath the chin. Go ahead and take the right arm out to the side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, sweep the right arm into the air and twist. Good, unwind, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. And twist. And unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind, and we're going to hold it this time. Exhale, twist into the pose. Taking the right shoulder back. Looking up if you can. Breathing deeply. Good. Inhale, unwind and fold forward. All right. So when you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself into downward facing dog. You can do a little dance and step a foot back if you want to, or just however you find yourself there, find yourself in down dog. Good, and then come into plank pose. And then plank yourself all the way down to the floor. Beautiful. All right, so have the hands underneath your shoulders, elbows bent. And if anything, the elbows are squeezing in toward your sides, not flailing out to the sides. So squeezing in. Now, what we've done so far tonight with this breath work is we slowly increase the length. Now, since we're approaching the end of class, we're actually going to bring that back a bit. And so we're going to start with a longer length and slowly work our way toward a shorter length of breath. Okay? So we're going to start with a count of 8, moving in and out of locust pose. So to get it into your body, go ahead and inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs, and exhale, float down. Okay? Now it's going to be a really slow movement because you have to reach 8 counts. But when you're ready, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly lower down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Float down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the count of 6, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the count of 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Take an adjusting breath. Right. Now, it might be a little far from where you want to be right now, but we're going to come back into down dog just to adjust. So pushing up and back as you're ready. And bend your knees a bit more than you normally do for down dog. And that allows you to lift the hips just a little bit higher into the air, feeling a bit more extension in your spine. Anytime we do deep belly back bending like locust pose or bow pose, it's good to bring the spine into extension to help prevent discomfort or back spasming. Good, and float down onto hands and knees, please. And just for a moment or two, let's come to child's pose. Just breathing into what you feel. All right, when you're ready, come on up. And we're gonna roll over onto our backs for just a couple more postures to help adjust because we worked hard this evening. So laying back down and hugging your knees into your chest. And we'll use one of our first exercises from tonight's class. So take the arms out to the side again. Lock the knees and ankles together. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, take the knees to the left. Inhale back to center. Then exhale, take the knees to the right. And inhale back to center. And just keep going from side to side on your breath. And like before, if you want to turn the chin away from the knees, you can. Exhaling to the side, inhaling to center. A couple more times. And the next time your knees come back to center from the right side, go ahead and hug them in. And then hold behind the thighs or knees with both hands. Flex the feet. Inhale, extend the legs toward the ceiling, reaching through the heels, straighten the legs. Then exhale, pull the knees into your chest as you bend them. Then inhale, extend the legs up. Feel the tailbone curl back down. And then exhale, pull the knees into your chest as you think about curling the tailbone back down to the floor. Inhale, extend the legs up again. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Flatten the back to the ground. Good. A couple more times. Extend the legs. And then pull them in. Extend. And pull in. Let's do one more time. Extend the legs toward the ceiling. And then pull them on in. Good. Go ahead and release the legs. And extend them down to the floor and make your body and everything else ready for Shavasana, corpse pose. The final resting posture tonight. Again, making any adjustments that you need to be comfortable here. We've done a lot of regulating with your breath this evening, so just notice energetically how you are feeling. Energetic could include tired or exhausted or restless. Also, some mental emotional states might manifest too. Sometimes energetic means anxious or depressed. Now, with our regulation of the breath, some of that might be different than what it was before. Just notice if anything has changed with no expectation that it had to. Now, as you relax, I'd like you to bring your awareness to the movement of your abdomen. As you inhale, the belly rises. And as you exhale, the belly falls. And you don't have to force the breath here. In fact, don't. Just be aware of the movement of the abdomen, still following that flow of the breath or prana, that life force. Inhale, the belly rises. And exhale, it falls. Peace, peace, peace. Allow yourself to take a deeper, fuller breath now. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your hands and feet, your arms and legs. As you're ready, please roll to your right side. And take your time as you come on up to a seat. So sitting in a comfortable seat, allow the shoulders relax down the back. Feel the crown of the head lift toward the ceiling. And close your eyes. And feel your breath moving in and out of your body. Now, while we practice this expansion of the breath or the counting of the breath through yoga movement, through yoga asana tonight, it can also be done as a singular practice, just as a pranayama itself. So let's practice that for just a few rounds, okay? So we'll start with the count of two and we'll build. And whatever count we get to that feels like it's your count, like it works for you, stay at that count, even if it's something that's smaller, okay? Because it's about prana regulation, not achieving anything like a huge, huge breath, okay? So see if you can establish the 2 to 2 breath. And I won't be counting with you this time. I'll just trust you to count on your own internally. And when you feel ready, extend the breath to the count of 4. Inhale for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 4. If you feel ready, please extend your breath to the count of 6. Maybe try for the count of 8 if that feels like it's in your practice tonight. Maybe some of you want to try for the count of 10. That's as far as we'll go in this practice. But if you can, try for 10. If not, stay exactly where you are. Complete this last breath that you're on. Take your time. Once you completed it, just allow the breath to stay calm, but finding its own rhythm now. Just notice your state of being, your body, your mind, your energetic state. Just notice if it feels a bit more in harmony with itself, calmer, maybe more focused, clearer, more balanced. And know that when you need this back, when you feel as if you strayed from it, that you have the tools to help regulate the breath in order to help regulate your mind. That is the gift of pranayama. Please bring your palms together at your heart and bow your chin, honoring that balance within, however far you got with that in tonight's practice, acknowledging that work that has been done. And may that work and this practice continue to serve you. So until next time, namaste.